Shout out to VHS Archive. What a legend.
God damn it! It won't play! Fuck! I'm trying to play this goddamn YouTube link! Ah! There we go! Holy shit! My internet's cooked. How he's totally in favor of sex robots.
It will be the breaking point.
Wait.
Do you think the government will economically coerce people into having children? Or will demographics be gradually replaced?
Now, this is a 10-minute clip about how bad he wants to, he can't wait for AI to, like, take over porn. It's like 10 minutes, though, and he just keeps repeating himself. But we'll take it as long as, I guess, until we get sick of it.
Graphics be gradually replaced by strict traditionalist ones.
Ozzy says his ex is his sex robot. Based.
You know what's going to be awesome? You know what's going to be great? Sex robots with like AI and VR. It's going to be literally the greatest thing man has ever created. Not to sound like a complete gooner, but
he does. But he literally does. The best thing that mankind has ever created, he says.
Literally the greatest thing man has ever created. Not to sound like a complete gooner, but objectively, that's just going to be true. Deal with it, fucking liberal. When sex robots with like VR, AR, augmented reality, and AI, it's literally going to be the only profit-making thing that AI does besides...
Doesn't sound very Christ-like, says Darty. Yeah, I agree. But Nick, you know, when he does it, it doesn't matter. No one cares. But true. I'm not a liberal, and I think having sex with a robot is not a good thing. No, but you don't get it, because Nick says women are bad. So if Nick's fucking a robot, then apparently that's the new quote-unquote base take, according to the Mexican gremlin here. I don't know. Maybe it runs in his blood because he himself wasn't conceived naturally. You know, he was created in a lab, in a test tube, turkey baster and all. So maybe he, like his father before him, wants to create a petri child. I don't know. No, he just thinks women are gross. That's the truth. The truth is he thinks women are gross and he wants to have sex with a robot while watching trans porn. That's the truth about Nick Fuentes.
It's literally gonna be the only profit-making thing that AI does besides defense. It's gonna be porn and sex.
The only profitable thing AI does, he says. Interesting. I don't know. I mean, I'm not like a big AI guy, but I would say that's probably a hot take.
And when that happens, women are fucked. When that happens, number one.
Didn't he tell Tucker that porn's bad? He's constantly flip-flopping. Well, not only that, of course he's going to flip-flop on it, but he's fine with it. Here, he's laughing, smirking, smiling, going on and on. He's fine with a sex robot if he can be in augmented reality, if he can pretend like he's watching. I mean, that's what he does already. He's a fucking porn addict, trans addict freak. So you can only imagine the sick fantasies. You know, when I think about AI, I'm like against it. Why? Because I'm thinking about, I don't know, I fucking seen Terminator and I don't like change. And I'm like, I'm spiritually in a way kind of like a boomer where like they refuse to learn. I don't want to learn. I don't want to learn the new things. I like it how things are. I don't like how everything's AI. I don't like the videos. I don't like the shit. I'm just not a big fan personally because again, the future is uncertain. I don't like that. Maybe it will be good. I don't know. But the point is, you know, I'm thinking about it like from that standpoint. Nick immediately goes, well, the porn. Think about what it will do to porn. Yeah, I don't know. Not really something I'm thinking about. Nick Fuentes, first thing he thinks about.
It's going to be the best thing ever. Number two, women are going to be fucked because everybody's going to prefer it. Then we got to cut.
Everybody's going to prefer jerking off and fucking a robot to a woman, says Nick. No, you would prefer it. You would prefer it. You would prefer the robot with a fucking strap on or whatever. I don't know if the rest of the world does.
Because everybody's going to prefer it. Then we got to cut.
Yeah, he's never even been with a chick. How would he even know? How would he even know? How does he know what I don't know.
He's going to prefer it.
He's such a freak. Yeah, he's a fucking weirdo.
Number one, it's going to be the best thing ever. Number two, women are going to be fucked because everybody's going to prefer it. Then we got to cut their wealth.
Nick saw Will Stansel getting raped by Grok, and he's like, I wish that was me. He saw Will Stansel. He saw Grok posting about raping Will Stansel, and Nick's like, why? Why won't Grok write me like that?
Day of the sex robot is coming. It will not arrive soon enough.
Why is he caressing a pumpkin? Because he's thinking about it as if it were his tranny sex robot.
Robots, bring them forth, because you know what's going to happen? You know what? Guys already prefer pornography.
Huh? They do? Do they? Just a question, like genuinely, I don't know the numbers, but he just throws that out there. I don't know the statistics on that, but do they? They prefer that, or do men use it or whatever because they can't get a bitch or whatever? If they have the option A, have sex with a hot girl. Option B, watch porn. Are they selecting option B? Is that what's happening? Or is Nick and Beardson and his ilk selecting option B? Well, let's be honest. They're not selecting option A because they're all gay. But option B, they want to watch. Baked Alaska in chat says he prefers real women, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, Nick says men prefer to watch it than to have it. I think that's just you, man. I think that's you, Nick, the guy that beats it to trans porn. The guy who got caught blasting gay porn on Cozy and blamed an IDF Mossad unit. The IDF Mossad. The Mossad hacked Nick's live stream to blast gay porn, but they didn't take him out. They don't they don't fucking knock him offline. They're fine with the rise. They're not censoring him on shit, but they did hack into his stream and blast gay porn. Right.
Guys already prefer pornography. Then when the pornography steps out of the digital and into the real with sex robots, AR, AI enhanced pornography, man, women are gonna be fucked. Because we're not gonna have to put up with their bullshit. That's what men are gonna do. You thought men were going their own way before? Wait.
Just wait until I can buy a flashlight. Again, huh? So he's just admitting the quiet part out loud. He's just admitting to everyone that he's addicted to porn. He's a fucking porn freak. He called himself a gooner, and he's sitting there going on and on and on about how porn's going to replace women in society, and he's happy with that. He's happy with that.
You think
he says it's a good thing.
We're going to put up with all that nonsense, and then...
How did his rabbit really die? That's sick. That's sick. I don't want to think about that.
You think we're going to put up with all that nonsense? And then what we're going to do is we're going to vote for Andrew Tate for president. He's going to cut all their welfare. DEI is finished. There will be no more female lawyers ever again without DEI. And then they're all going to be in the streets. They're going to be in the streets. They're going to be in the streets.
Hot take alert. I'm gonna have a hot take here. Even when sex robots / Nick's ideal porn robot, whatever, let's say it's real. Hot take. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that humans still will want to have sex with humans because, again, isn't this guy like a Christian? Isn't he supposed to believe this is how God ordained it? This is what's natural. This is what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to have a spouse, a wife, a mother to your kids, so on and so forth. Nick just wants to beat it to porn robots. I thought that all the Groypers said you're not supposed to enjoy sex, that sex itself is evil. Nick said having sex is gay, X, Y, and Z, but a sex robot and porn through the sex robot, suddenly that's okay now? I thought that this was all bad. I thought that this was all bad and evil and degenerates and it's rotting young men's minds and this, that, the other. Now Nick's all on board.
learning to mend clothing, learning to cook. And they're going to start acting real nice. They're going to be competing. Oh, I can't wait. The tables are going to turn. Because right now, women are on Tinder, they're on Instagram, and every man is competing with every other man in the world. You know? A woman that you know starts an Instagram page, and you are now in competition with oil sheiks in the Emirates. And
all right, I mean, let's just be honest. Like, a girl that you know, like, maybe if they're fucking posting thirst traps and the whole thing is like, oh, them showing their ass, and they're like a normal girl, like a normal Midwestern girl that has like 300 followers. Yeah, man, the oil barons, they're flying them out. Like, obviously, I'm against social media, so on and so forth, and I think it has destroyed, like, dating in a lot of ways. But oh yeah, they're all getting flown out to Dubai. Every girl you know, give me a break. He's just pushing this black pill onto young men. Oh, it's all over, so on and so forth, so he can justify his porn addiction.
And Chinese billionaires and every man in America, okay, all the millions of men that are 6'2" and above.
6'2" and above? Raise your hand. 6'2" and above? We're back. Oddly specific number. all these guys that are 6'2" and above. He's just screaming. He's just screaming himself to sleep. I'll never be 6'2". And that's the funny part. All these people, I get literally 20 people a day, at least 20 groypers a day, adding me on Twitter. How's it feel that Nick is in the New York Times and you're still streaming? You know, how does it feel? I wish I would have got out sooner. That's really the only thing that I can, my only response to the Fuentes shit is, I wish I never got involved at all. But they always say that, how's it feel? You could have been on the generational run. Yeah, like Beardson, like Beardson and them. This is what they're doing, man. This is what he does. This is what their thing's all about. America first. Like, again, once upon a time, it was like conservatism, Christian values, putting America first. Now it's like brown people and trannies and talking about his porn addiction.
On planet Earth, every man with a net worth north of $1 million, an income north of $1 million, you are now competing with them.
Jimmy Two Hats says Jaden lying because he's part of the problem. What am I lying about?
Because they are in her DMs.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They are in her DMs. I'll fly you out. I make 7 figures. I'm a billionaire. I'm a movie star. And so women just take their pick. Next. This one didn't buy an appetizer. Next. This one didn't throw his card down. Next. I don't like the way this one looks. Next.
Is he seething, chat? Is he mad online right now? I feel like he's mad online. Is this his explanation? He's actually he says it's about sex robots, but he's actually explaining his obsession. This is like defense of Nick Fuentes, a defense by Nick Fuentes.
And you know what's going to happen in the next?
He's like, all these women. It's literally, I've heard Nick make that argument about trannies. He's literally been like, well, it was him talking about, remember when he was talking about traps and shit, how he pretended? Remember how he argued that, the trap question or whatever? And he's like, women aren't fulfilling their obligations. And he's like, think about it. It's like, it would be like you and your bro playing fucking Minecraft, except one of them cuts their dick off and fucking shoots up HRT. It's like that. Shut up.
And you know what's going to happen in the next generation? Economical sex robots. They're $500. They're cheaper than an Apple Watch. Augmented reality, it determines your best sexual fantasy, the one you like the most, and it's going to give you perfect sex on demand for free all the time. And then women are competing with that.
And he's happy about this. He says this is a good thing. He really knows a lot about this. Yeah, he's thought, as you can see, he's thought very deeply about this. Very long. He's very interested.
They're barking up the wrong tree. They fucked up. So, yeah, once that happens, but here's the critical step. We got to cut their welfare. Because you know what they're going to do? Male sex robots. That's what they're going to do, male sex. That's why we got to cut their welfare. Then they can't afford a male sex robot. Then they can't afford one. We have to kill DEI.
In my opinion, Jaden, getting a sex robot is just as gay as chasing trannies. Well, I wouldn't say, I mean, it's pretty fucking gay, don't get me wrong, but, I mean, I don't know if they're equivalent there, but I'd say they're both gay. They're definitely both gay.